for Viktor Axelsen. And that, he can't help but bring a little bit of a smile to his face. I think he was trying to hold it back, but you saw it creeping through. He's probably never heard anything like that before.
No, not on this stage.
Well, obviously, you know Viktor very well. He's a former world junior champion. You know, you played a big part in his upbringing, if you like, in the game. What have you made of his week so far and how he's handled it?
Well, I'm really proud of him. I think he has handled it quite well. He's handled the tough games he's had, and he just actually played really well and won the games in a really comfortable way. And yesterday, where he had the chance, where you can say because of Jan's injury, he suddenly had a, you know, he'd probably been looking for that Danish
quarterfinal. He was, yeah. He said at the beginning of the week, yeah,
where he was not the favorite. Jan would have been the favorite. He was suddenly the favorite, and I was very curious how he would handle that, and he just handled it perfectly and played fantastic.
Well, this man's played pretty well as well this week. Lee Chong-wei, the world #1. He's overcome one little hoodoo this week already, because Malaysia had never won a medal at any of the 3 previous World Championships in Copenhagen. Well, they got one now, but it's not about the bronze or silver for that matter, is it, for Lee Chong-wei? It's all about gold.
It's gold.
And look at that. We wondered how fit, how would he manage physically after the injury? Well, that's a pretty good response there, isn't it? Never came close to being unsettled, so far at least. This young man, just 20 years of age, he'll be hoping he can pose some problems. With Janne Jorgensen, as we're saying, injured, the burden of expectation has been passed to his shoulders. And he came through, like Lee Chong-wei has, to this semi-final. Straight games every time.
Yeah, and especially that match against Nguyen was a really turning point, I think, for Viktor here in this tournament. A difficult match for him. Nguyen really also, can you say, a quick player that can rally, and that's normally been a little bit of a problem for Viktor, who is quite a big player. But he handled that really well. Now he's up against the quickest player now, so we're gonna have to see how that will turn out.
Girish Natu, our umpire. Well, he knows what he's facing here. I mean, everyone knows about Lee Chong-wei. They have met, of course, before 5 times. The last was actually here in Denmark, not in this arena, but in this country last October. Every match has gone Lee Chong-wei's way in straight games. So the first task for Viktor is, let's see if I can get a game off him, really. And you know, Lee Chong-wei's bound to, you know, be nervous. We know what a big deal this is for him.
It's a huge deal. This is what he's looking for. He's won everything else. So I think the main thing for today is how they cope with that situation, both of them, that situation they're put in now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there's confirmation of those head-to-heads.
on my left, Lee Chong-wei, Malaysia. On my right, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. Lee Chong-wei third, Lavo Black.
It's the men's singles semi-final. It's Denmark's hope against the man who has tried and tried to take this World Championship title and has just fallen short.
Well, a little nervous start from Lee Chong-wei. Twice he's gone for that smash down the line and first was really well wide, and the second here really into the net. So maybe an indication of he's feeling a little bit of the pressure.
And that's a long way wide as well from Axelsen.
So you can see there's other things happening right now because this is world-class badminton players, and the mistakes they're doing right now we haven't seen all week almost. So this is, 10 times. You can see in Victor there. That's not really. And again.
Yeah, no one's won a point yet, have they? And it's 2 points up.
The thing is, for Victor, it's about making the court really small, and what I mean by that is he needs to play shots so he makes it, into his own game where like that, where Lee Ching-wei has to play to him. On the other hand, Lee Ching-wei has to force Victor around court, use the full court, and then be on the attack all the time. And he has his quickness. Lee Ching-wei is a quick player. And if he can pace up the tempo, then Victor's going to have a tough time following it. But so far, the pace has not been that high, so this is clearly in Victor's interest.
Well, Peter Gader was saying earlier that it's a shot at nothing here, No one's expecting Victor Axelsen to win. He maybe wasn't expected to be in the semi-final either. And he's up against the player, as you say, he's never taken a game out. Go out. Try and enjoy it. So suck in this atmosphere. Ride on it.
It doesn't happen that often. And this is more what Lee Ching-wei's game should be. You can see there being fast, standing far up in the front court, and then controlling the game. And that cross clear, I like that a lot. And then you see yesterday we saw Victor being able to attack all the time here. Lee Ching-wei's pushing it down into on the head side. He doesn't have time to come around.
Prize of Victor from the home support. That is good. Right on the line from Lee Ching-wei.
Yeah, Lee Ching-wei challenging that one. He thought it was so much out that that was actually a late challenge, but I think that's fair enough by the umpire because Lee Ching-wei wasn't really aware that it was called out. He thought it was so long out that he didn't even to worry about to look at the line judge. So that'll be interesting to watch. And there you can see why. So very good umpiring here, I think. He could have said, that's too late, but Lee Ching-wei, he wasn't actually aware of it.
So the point goes to the world number 1, 5-4 elite, then goes with the flick serve.
Having problems with the attacking game, Lee Ching-wei. The good thing for Victor, he's not afraid of being in defense, and that's good defense.
There's a little bit of hesitation, wasn't there, from Lee Ching-wei?
Yeah.
Just here, wasn't sure if this was going out, played it, and then netted from Axelsen.
But the thing Lee Ching-wei has here against Victor is that at any time he is the quicker player, so he can just basically rally with Victor and make sure that he doesn't get any attack. And I think that Lee will last the longest when it comes to that. And when he gets his defense up and running, it's going to be difficult. And in these shots here, it's a perfect example on what he should do.
Yeah, 11 years between them. Of course, Axelsen 20, Lee Chong-wei 31.
Look at that, amazing. But Victor needs to come up here. He needs to come up and try and take the net away, and make the goal smaller, close the net. Force Lee Chong-wei to play it upwards like that. So he can come in with his smashes. Great start to this game.
Good.
And you can see Lee Chong-wei nice and easily getting more and more comfortable. But look at this balance. On the floor, look how quick he's up. And then a fantastic backhand.
Amazing how it's worked out, wouldn't you? On paper, he was expected this week, Lee Chong-wei, to meet Jan Jorgensen, Gunsak Ponsana, Kento Momoto, Simon Santoso. Didn't meet any of them. Lin Dan's not here. Sometimes you think things are in the stars, don't you?
Yeah. He still has to win, though. So, you can never even, this heat.
The cards have been stacked in his favour, haven't they? Yeah. He's still got to go out there and do it.
I can tell you, I've had the cards a few times, but I blew it. So it's not, that's what I always say, yeah, he was not there, and the draw was maybe looked good and stuff, but you still have to go and win it.
And some might say it adds to the pressure because then the expectations go up even more.
I think we got a big fan here close to us somewhere. But Victor is doing the right things.
Thank you.
Every point.
As soon as he plays the net closely, Victor, he's really moving forward quickly and close in the front court, and then Lee is going to have to play the backcourt shots all the time, and he's done a few mistakes on that. Oh, fantastic shot. Unbelievable. You can just hear the slice all the way up where we're sitting. Look at that. Wow. Oh, got some Malaysian fans here as well. This is great, isn't it? This is how badminton should be.
Yeah, packed crowd. Stakes high. And Lee Chongwei starting to find his groove.
Oh, definitely. And it all started when he takes the net away from Victor. When he's first up there, then Victor is going to have to play away from the net, and then he can come in with his attack. And his attack is looking better now than the beginning of the game.
Yeah, some vintage Lee Chongwei here
But look
towards
at that.
the...
Goes for the net straight away, and you see now Victor's all the way down to the floor. And that means he's got way more chances to attack him.
So the interval lead is with the world number 1, 11 points to 8.
Vær venlig at lade være med at bruge blitz i hallen, da det forstyrrer spillerne. Tak.
Well, he knew it was going to be a tough task. Victor Axelsen, biggest match of his young career.
And I see Victor trying to make the court small, but simply too fastly. See that both players just playing it with these semi-shots, these semi-hard shots into the middle of the court. And that's wide. And nice and easily, Lee is taking control of this match.
Yeah, suddenly a 5-point lead.
And that's just, you know, it's not like Victor's playing bad. Lee's just better. He's just playing really well. And all these shots, you see the mistakes coming out. First a left wide and then a shot. It's because he's under pressure. He's forced to play that well. And when you're in there, I've tried it a few times where you're up against player, you think, wow, everything is so much faster than I'm used to. Then you will make mistakes. Just the easiest shots here, which was an easy net shot for him, becomes difficult. Oh, great smash, but what an incredible defense by Lee. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, best shot he's played in these semi-finals so far.
Look at that. Just at the last split second, he turns that racket around and uses the cross net shot. I don't really think that's what he has to do, you know, because even we could see Lee was already out there, so he wasn't going to be a winner anyway.
Well, it was looking fairly tight, wasn't it, at 9-8. 16-9 now. Lee Chongwei, of course, has reached the last 2 World Championship finals at Wembley and Guangzhou. I mean, he's a huge star worldwide. He's a hero back home, but imagine he would walk away with a gold medal this week.
No, that would be big for him. If there's anybody that deserves it, it's really, really Lee Chongwei.
Oh, another stunner.
But it's not only that, it's the way he plays. It's just a joy to watch. And here Victor's doing all he can. He's really playing well also, I think. And he's trying everything. I see Coach Kenneth Jonassen is really working hard back on the court there and trying to give advice. But everything, every question, Lee Chongwei has an answer.
Well, 18-9 now. 9 of the last 10 points
And you can see
have gone to the Malaysian.
Yeah, and you can see the pace they started out in was fine for Victor, you know. But he can't keep going in that pace. And we see what's happening now. It's just too fast.
What a classy performance from Lee Chong-wei. Now, you don't win as many titles as he has done, what, over 50 in his career, without the knowledge of knowing you can go out there on the big occasion and produce this kind of performance. And suddenly, from being a tight start, it looking very one-sided. Look at the scoreline now, 11 game points.
16 minutes. And all Victor, it's coming with all the mistakes now. He's under pressure. It's obvious.
And the atmosphere sucked out as well by Lee Chong-wei there. 21 points to 9. He's halfway towards making it 3 World Championship finals in a row. It's a tough one back now for Victor Axelsen, who, let's not forget, hasn't yet won a game in 5 previous appearances against that man. 21-9, the scoreline in the first game.
Yeah, and it's one thing that we see here is Hinterland, the former world champion from Indonesia in Sevilla, 2000. He's going to have a few advices on how to win this title, and I think that's a smart move by Lee Chong-wei. Having a coach there that's done it can give him the right advices.
Yeah, you've seen that too with Andy Murray in tennis, having Ivan Lendl there. You know, someone who's been through these experiences.
Not so much how to play the Hinterland.
It's the mental side.
More like, you know, more easy, and this is how you do. You know, maybe you should try this, or don't be. You know, it's.
And for Victor now, it's going to be a tough second game. You know, you come out with the big hopes. You know, he knew it's going to be tough. Knew it was going to be a difficult one. Look at the expression there in that replay. But I was just saying,
guess that was out.
Listen, it's great. He's got a medal. And I don't know what kind of. It's good. I like to see him smiling there, because he needs to come out now and enjoy this.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
You know.
And also show the supporters here that he enjoys it. They will support him even more if he, you know, plays freely and shows some attitude. Then maybe there's hope in there. Lee Chong-wei is the kind of player that Victor has a tough time playing, because he is that quick.
Well, is this to be another step to the high hopes of the Malaysian nation and another World Championship final for Lee Chong-wei?
And look at the attitude of Victor there. Then it's "kom nu," that means "come on" in Danish. And you know, and a fist. Look at that, just as he win it. No, we didn't get to see, but that's what he needs to show. He needs to show the supporters, and again, fist pumping, get himself going, and we will see more of this. We will see he will try and take the net even more, which is what he should.
From Lee Chong-wei. We shouldn't forget that Axelsen made a pretty positive start to the opening game as well, and we know what happened. But you know, this is all he can do.
Yeah, he's got to take the points he can take, and you never know.
Atchison taking his time here, just making sure there's no patches of sweat on court, no chance of a slip.
And it might look strange that he still tries to play in the net when Lee's up there, but he has to try and do it. He has to win the net. See there? He has to try and win the net. Nice ball. That's actually amazing. There's one kid controlling the whole crew, all the supporters. That's wild.
Well, obviously, it's a big day for Malaysians anyway tomorrow. It's Merdeka Day, Independence Day. Lee Chong Wei said at the start of the week he'd love to provide the perfect gift for the Malaysian nation. Well, he's playing his way to getting that chance, but Axelsen trying to offer some resistance in this second game. It was a good net shot, wasn't it, from Victor there? But, I mean, the response from Lee Chong Wei was first class, wasn't it? He played the point really nicely.
And he even waits a little bit there, Victor, and disguises it, but Lee's just up there. But you definitely have the feeling now that if Victor's to have a chance, Lee can't run away now with the lead. He has to make this a tight game. But you can see Victor is running a lot. Can't score the points anymore.
Yeah, that's long from the Dane.
This is a shot Victor has been working really a lot on. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at that. He waits so long that Lee thinks he goes to the net and then just...
Oh, behind you.
Incredible. That should give some momentum. Well, maybe not.
I think it just stung Lee Chong Wei, is all it did.
6-5.
But look at this. Look at the balance on this match and how quick he comes up. He can generate so much power out of nowhere.
Makes it look so easy as well.
Oh, a little thing of his own.
Hey, anything you can do.
Yeah.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Malaysia fans around us are looking pretty confident.
Yeah.
Lee Chong Wei establishes a lead in this second game.
But it's very important for Victor Axelsen now that he goes in and stops this momentum that Lee has, because then it's going to be very difficult, and I still think he has to try and take the net. He's making these same decisions that we saw in the first game now. And that's clearly the pressure. Don't expect Lee just to make mistakes for you or give you the points. You got to work for them. And you not only have to work for them, you have to do it tactically right. And that's better. See, that's what he has to do. He has to take that net. Come up and use that spin shot.
6-8.
Yeah, but that's okay. Still got to go for it. And that's what we talked about in the last match. It's better to go for the right thing, you know, right tactics, structured, disciplined, than it is just to go in and play.
Do you think Jan Jorgensen's watching this?
I think he is.
Yeah.
Somewhere he is.
Must be hurtful in some respect.
Ah, yeah. It
could have been me.
Of course. No, I'm not saying he was just gonna roll over Victor, but of course he was the favorite, and I know for a fact that he's taking a little. First of all, he's got his knee scan yesterday, and he's out for around 2 weeks, so he won't be doing so much. And second of all, he's from another part of Denmark in Jutland, and I know yesterday he wrote me he went to there to have a break, to get a little bit away from all this. Of course it's hard for him.
Well, it's getting tough on the court right now, isn't it, for Victor Axelsen, because Lee Chong-wei does have this big lead in the second game. Pretty reading for Malaysian and Lee Chong-wei fans, 11-6 in game number 2, his advantage.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Look at that action.
And I understood some of what they said there. I could hear it for the first time this week. And what Kenny said, you need to have the high lift with you. So apparently, instead of lifting too flat so Lee can come in and counter him, he has to work the high lift so he gives himself some more time. And there we see the first of those. Really high lift. We haven't seen them so far, but that's... good defense by Victor here. And we clearly see a change now. But then again, he's just... if he's to play that game, he needs to have more patience. He needs to understand that it's going to be very hard work. There's nothing he can take for granted.
Fantastic, this from Lee Chong-wei. Another run of points, 5 on the spin from Lee here.
And I really think Victor's doing his all. And of course I'm Danish, so I hope he, and I've been working with him quite a lot, and he has a bright future. But on the other hand, I'm also a badminton lover, and I can't not sit here and enjoy it.
And also, you know the Lee Chong-wei story as well.
Yeah, that
you can't help but pull for him too.
Of course not. He's everything that badminton needs, you know.
14-6.
He's got it all. He's got it all, but that title. But in my book, he's still up. You know, he doesn't. Of course, it would be good if he had it, but you know, the support he's given all the tournaments these years, and
yeah, well, you never know. gold may be just 24 hours away. It's looking more and more likely that he's heading for that final. Chen Long and Simon Santoso will play later on tonight in this Ballerup Super Arena just outside of Copenhagen. Of course, Thomas Sugiarto is up against Chen Long. And either of those would be a very tough opponent, wouldn't they, for
I think
Lee Chong-wei?
if Lee had to choose one, he would choose Tommy Sugiarto. I've seen Tommy play against... so quick.
But we talk about destiny and things like that, you know.
Well,
Daddy took one in Copenhagen, and
yeah.
you know,
Now that would be a story.
you know, if we're looking at the stars again.
Not even Hans Christian Andersen could write that one, I can tell you. If that many years later, Tommy Sugiarto son came and won the gold here in Copenhagen as well.
7.
But of course, this is tough times for Victor. He of course has been sleeping and dreaming about, you know, that he could win it, but at least come and have the crowd into the match and make it. But
They did briefly, didn't they, at
Yeah,
the start of
in the
both games? But
now
I mean, look at this. Look at again. It's the same pattern, isn't it?
just too good.
And let's not forget, you know, Lee Chong-wei, his first World Championships, he won bronze.
Yeah.
This is his 8th World Championships now. That was back in 2005. That's right on the line.
19-7.
Well, it's his worst fears coming true, isn't it, really, Victor?
Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is.
Look how quickly Lee Chong-wei springs off the canvas.
20. Match point 7.
So match points have arrived, and we've only been playing 33 minutes. But Lee Chong-wei has seemed like a man in a hurry this week. He hasn't had much court time. Very different, you have to say, than when he approached the final last year at that marathon semi-final.
Still warm though.
Lee Chong-wei is in the World Championship final again. Will it be third time lucky as far as he and Malaysia's hopes are concerned? And if he wanted to make a statement ahead of tomorrow's final, well, he made it there against the young Dane. Because Victor Axelsen, despite his best efforts, despite the huge home support that he had, really just couldn't get close to the world number one. The Malaysian fans are flying their flags and giving us high fives in the commentary box here. 21-9, 21-7, the scoreline here in the Ballerup Super Arena.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything to talk about. It was start of the first game, but then, as expected a little bit, Lee just rolled over Yuta, and he is a player that Victor always will have trouble playing because he's that quick.
PM, and the first match will be a semi-final.
Now it's going to be a big build-up, isn't it, for Lee Chong-wei for tomorrow? You know, today the semi-final, he's come out and he's produced the goods. Now he's got to find that mental toughness, hasn't he,
Yeah.
for tomorrow's going for gold. It's a pity for Victor Axelsen from his perspective, but
Well,
it's a bonus week. Would you say more achieved than maybe
I think
could
when
be
he,
hoped?
when he, I can say, swallows this defeat,
Yeah.
then I think he will look back and say, this was an amazing tournament for him. And not only that, it will give him strength for the future. And Victor is a player we're going to see many, many years from now.
Yeah, still only 20, of course. Chen Long, Tommy Sugiarto, they'll be in action later on today. Lee Chong-wei is in the final of the 2014 Li Ning BWF World Championships. Well, that brings our action from the first session to a conclusion. It was all pretty rapid, you have to say. Command performances, all-round ending with triumph for the world #1. Lots more to look forward to with Jill Clark and Morten Frost with you later, but from Jim Laugerson and myself, Richard Kaufman, goodbye for now.